nikwame, bado sijachoka, bado sijachoka, napambana, bado sijachoka, bado sijachoka. Blessings knocking, it's a new down. Kicking off the show with Bado by J Melody featuring various artists. Hey yo, and good morning again from RTV. It is your boy Amuna, and this is the sign-in show. Remember, we meet here every morning to motivate, support, encourage, and not to forget, celebrate each other as we go about our different endeavors. So today is a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, and I was thinking, it just came to my head today morning. I'm like, yo nigga, unaona stories za jaba, like in your head. I'm like, this. I've also actually seen memes of like you just questioning the process. Does this process know we are like really trusting it? I know almost everyone has been at this place, at this point, at one point or another, at one time or another. You've been at the place where you are wondering, bro, does this process know we are trusting it? Like, nigga, we've been doing it for all this while. Every day we wake up just putting in the work. The next day you wake up getting in harder. The next day you wake up, bro, relentlessly. But you question, does this process really know we are trusting it? Because everyone says, trust the process, anga, oh. But does it know we are trusting it, that we are trusting it? Does it know we are trusting it? Does it? Yeah, you probably have been to that point. You probably have been at that point at one time or another of thinking, man, is it worth it? Like you feel all this effort you're putting in, do you think it's worth it? I think everybody has been at that point where you're wondering, man, I'm doing all this, but is it really worth it? I want to assure you that, yeah, the process, no, you're trusting it. I know, not to say that things are working for my end, also not to say that things are not working, but just know the process, know you're trusting it. You know, first, how I prefer to look at things is the end goal. Okay, like what am I gaining here? What am I gonna gain like from any situation? Let's say you're trusting the process on learning something. You're let's say, for instance, I'm a dancer. Let me say I'm dancing every day. I wake up, I go to the studio, learn something, get better. As much as I'm trusting the process to like make it in dance, you see, the other goals that I'm achieving. One, I'm keeping fit. Fitness is very important, guys. It doesn't look like it's key, but wait until you are so fat that you can't unfat. Or you're so busy that you don't even have time to go to the gym. Then you'll understand how. So you're getting fit, and then you're getting creative. You're growing. You see, when you dance, you're going to engage other creative aspects in different genres or subjects to just get out or have that tangible and solid choreography or solid dance that you think, this one, man, this is it. So as much as you might not maybe get a gig that will pay you 100K tomorrow, you learn a lot of things from that. I've seen people go from dance to other things. And I think it happens in everything else. When you're selling your socks, let's say, for instance, you've done a socks business, because I believe the people I'm talking to are like people who are starting. Let me tell you guys a true story now. What happened, when I was in campus, I was doing classes. But then my classes weren't that big. So I needed money for the studio anyway. Yeah, I needed money for the studio. The studio was like 3,000 or 4,000 a session. And I needed to do 2 sessions in a week. So that means I needed 6,000 every week. So what did I do? I started doing this, how do I say it? It's sales job. Is it sales or it's to some companies they prefer brand ambassadors, but some companies want salesperson. Like you take the stuff and go sell it in the streets. You guys don't know, man. You guys don't know. There's a time I sold Harpic, actually. I took the Harpic, like you're given a whole carton, and then, I don't know, you're making how much money per carton. It was like very little money, man. Like you'll take a whole carton and then you go to shops, talk to, hey, niaje poa sana. I have Hapik here. I'm working with this agency, and we are working with Hapik. Like you give the name of the company, and then you explain why they need to buy from you, because the company will supply anyway. So you need to be cheaper. If not, then you need to be so good at selling that sometimes they wanna kurumia too. There's a time I was selling air fresheners.
Okay.
A few
Yes, there was a time I was selling air fresheners, man. And hey, bro, that time was crazy, man. You know, you need 6,000 by the end of the week. Regardless, like you need 6,000. So this time I'm selling air fresheners, and then I go to this shop, and then that shopkeeper like really judged me. That day, that time I had locks. I didn't have locks. I had long hair, so I plaited it nicely. I plaited it nicely as locks, so that now at work you need these are dress coded. So I plaited it as locks, and went to like sell the air fresheners. And then I'm at this shop, and then this shopkeeper tells me, Rasta man, ya kama nyi mmeamua kufanya kazi bro, mi nitabuy. Like he's judging Rasta people. For those who don't understand, it means like if you guys like Rastafarians or Rastamen or guys with dreadlocks have decided to, because the perception of people with dreadlocks is usually like they're thugs and all that, and a lot of bad energy. So he was saying that because I'm doing that, so he's gonna buy, not because he needs it. I mean, I'm glad he bought because I came to sell anyway. But that statement really made me feel bad. I'm like, bro, do you know I'm an urban planning student? I can come here one day and say, this building is not fitting with the rules, so we need to take it down. But anyway, it was just in my head, and my ego tried to come up. But I think this sales job really made me lower my ego so much, to the point of where you're selling like you really need to, you are the one at need. So when you're going to sell something, sometimes your ego might want to like shove up and just take control. So I think this sales thing made me really be chill about these things and just overlook a lot of stuff. The last time I did sales, I stopped. I quit doing that. I even stopped dancing on road shows. I said I need to do better than this. Not that road shows are bad. It's just me. There's a time I was selling Progas. When Progas launched the gas, the pink gas, I was now doing sales. I don't know, the company is called Chameleonaire or something. A very funny name. And then you see now what happened is there were dancers, shakers. Shakers were the dancers on the gig. Man, they were being paid so well. I think they were being paid 5K or 7K per day. Hey, that was a lot of money, man. And then you see now the problem is us as salespeople. I don't know, we were being paid 1,000 per day, and then if you make sales, then now you're giving commission. Bro, imagine selling a gas. I've never seen anything as difficult as that, because right now almost every household has a gas cooker. Every household has a gas. So you need to convince them that, bro, the gas that you're using is very expensive, so stop using it and start using this new. Now imagine you at home. Imagine where we come a hustler. Refilling your own gas is very tough. And then somebody comes here to tell you that, bro, you see the gas that you have, it's very expensive. You need to put it aside because you can't sell it and buy this new one. Buying was going for like 4,000. I don't know. It was not quite pricey. But now the trick was refilling was cheap. Now the other trick is the refilling was only done at the company. So all these gases need to be taken. A lorry comes to your home, takes the gas, and then takes them to, I think it was Thika or Juja. Hey, I remember. Yeah, it was crazy, man. We will go to streets, go to pipeline, and now when the dancers are dancing, and then we are light, the salespersons, we are light and go talk to people, man, we're selling this new gas. Do you want to try it? It's called Pro Gas. It's very pink and beautiful. Like, You're wondering what can I say that will make these guys really bite, bro? That was crazy. Now, what made me feel bad is, you see, during the breaks, we would the dancers are dancing and they are freestyling, bro. Like you see, dance is something that I've been doing for a while. So like I wouldn't feel like I'm at work doing it. So these guys are just dancing and vibing, and then they stop. They start making stories. When we pass by nearby, you're like, bro, yeah, yeah, we like make stories, and I'm like, nigga, I need to be on that side, man. First of all, they are being paid so well. And then secondly, they have a lot of free time. Bro, in sales, you need to make sales because you have to get the commission. Because they are 1,000. If you're gonna take fare, transport and lunch from it, you have only like 600 or something. Bro, it was crazy. But from that day, I said, nigga, I'm not doing that sales again. I quit and I stopped there. But I never realized how it helped me until later, when now I like registered my company and now got really into business. And sometimes I just look at the way I talk to clients and I'm like, nigga, that was ace. That was so slick. Like you find that somebody is not really willing to buy the whatever I'm selling, because selling dance is one of the hardest things also. Imagine you're telling someone to pay to dance. It's difficult. So, and at that time, you had to like really convince people, like, bro, you see what I'm doing. And then at that time, there were not so many classes. It was Chiluba and a very few classes. My class, I think, was the second or third one. Apart from now, the salsa classes and the Latin classes and the classes at DCK, there were very few dance classes. Afro dance classes were minimal. And then I was trying to explain to people that you need to pay for this thing, man. It was like crazy, 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 bro. But I figured that man, like I'm actually better at this shit. Like I'm good. I can really sell. I can sell you. Like right now, I can sit down and sell you whatever. Because there's no eventually I now was doing sales, but on very urgent things that I need. Let's say, for instance, I'm having when I have a little cash flow, I would go to Gikomba and buy some stuff, and I know who to sell to. By that week, I'll be having like 4 times the money I had. That is how good the sales that I was doing with the Harpic, with the air fresheners came through. So it's a skill that I learned through the process, because then the process was, bro, this class needs to work, because now I need to go to work. I need to make money to pay the studio. That was the whole idea. That was the goal. But then eventually in the process, not knowing, I learned the sales, because I never did business, even in high school. Like I failed business terribly in Form 1. I did the first exam I had 63%, and no, that is the day I said no. History I had 49%. So history and business I quit in Form 1. Yes. So in Form 4 I did agriculture. yeah, man. I did agriculture. There was a notion that agriculture was easier than business. I didn't do computer because computer was, in high school, there's usually very, very crazy thinking. So we thought that, in our school, we thought, there's never been an A for computer in this school. Like it's either 1 or 2 A's. So you say, no, we can't do computer. So we thought agriculture was the easiest. That is why I went for agriculture. But come to think of it, if I actually did pass agriculture, I would have gotten an A. It's our too. We shall revisit. Actually, yeah. I didn't fail agriculture, but I think I didn't pass as we thought, because agriculture was seen as a booster. It didn't boost me. Because then I think, I would have gotten an A. But anyway, yeah. So back to the topic. See, remember, guys, trust the process, but what you do is, the process might not look like it's trusting, knows you're trusting it. But I think the best thing to do is to diversify your expectations. Learn from the process. As you trust the process, learn from the process, because there are so many things to pick along the way when you're trusting the process. There's so many lessons that you learn There are days that you are like so down. There's some days that you feel like life is like really having a chokehold of you. But just learn from it, because that is the whole beauty of the process again. So diversify your goals, diversify your expectations from the process. Don't have a one fixed mindset on if I need A, if I'm doing A, the results need to be A. No, you can do A, but also have B and C coming you to the D. Okay, like I'm just saying stuff to just give you that idea of diversification of goals, or what to expect from the what to learn rather from the process. Don't have one fixed mindset of if I want this, I need this. No, you might have flour. I was told it's flour. Yeah, it's wheat flour. Yes. So if the fact that you went to buy chapati and then you came home, you find your pan is broken, does it mean you sleep hungry? No. You can cook mandazi, you can make mandazi, you can bake cakes. Just be smart about it. Yeah. Hey, that is so wise. Yeah, I used flour one time. I think I have a high affinity to flour. So if you went to the shop to buy flour and you came home with an ambition of cooking chapati, but then you come home, after you arrive, you find that maybe you cannot see your pan, your chapati. You know, the pan for chapati is different. But there are other things you can do with the flour. Don't sleep hungry. You can bake cake. You can make mandazi. You can make anything else that can be made using flour. The same thing to the process. When you're trusting the process for A, remember there's a lot of lessons that you can pick. Trust the process, yes, but don't be a fool of the process. Learn. There are so many things that come within the process. Don't have a fixed mindset. Diversify your expectations, diversify your learnings. Pick points, pick a lot of stuff from the process. Like the process knows you're trusting it. But it's up to you to see if you're gonna sway around and like get better on other things, or just stay there until the process snaps back at you. Yes. Let's be smart as we hustle out there. Let's be smart. Go around there as you pick up your hustle, as you go about your hustle. Be smart and make very smart decisions, because sometimes that is the whole difference. It's not about working hard every day. Be smart. Okay? Kama kawaida, blessings knocking. It's a new down. Go out there and catch as many worms as you can, like the early bird that you are. Remember, we are rooting for you each day, every day. It might not look like you're winning today. There is tomorrow. Remember, there is 5 years to come. There is 10 years to come. There is never getting late on being successful. It is your boy, Amuna, and this is the Sign-In Show. See you on the next one. Woo.